What's going on, guys? It's the Sneaker Professor, and today we have one of the most anticipated releases in a long time, to be honest. A super limited shoe, the Ferrari 14s, and let's get right into this. You got a standard, I guess, Jordan 14 box. This is how the OG style 14s came in. It's like a gray box with some red hits, like a Jumpman and stuff. And you've got your size tag, of course, on it as well, size 13. I was fortunate enough to hit two of my sizes. I got one from a raffle at Normal. I think it's in Ottawa. So they're shipping the other size 13 to me. And then I had one of my connects lock me in a size 13 as well. So no lining up or anything needed. Shout out to all my connects that always come clutch for me. You guys are the best. So guys, when you open the shoe, you've got a bunch of wrapping paper. These shoes are like double wrapped, I guess, because of the suede. So it's just literally white wrapping paper. But the shoe comes wrapped like 2 times. So when you guys pull these shoes out, honestly, they pop so much. But yeah, so it's not your typical Jordan 14. Usually with the Jordan 14, you know, you've got that nice either leather or nubuck. This one's a little bit more plain. I'm not gonna lie, the Ferrari 14 is like, it's such a different 14, something we haven't seen. Like when it originally released in 2014, it was like, it was kind of went against everything a Jordan 14 was in a sense, if you guys know what I mean. If you guys know, you know what I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like it's a little different now because they have so much different models and designs and unique like things they do to sneakers. But at the time, this was kind of like a staple for a Jordan 14. Jordan 14s, mind you, they're not hyped now, but they were not even close to being hyped before. So when they released a Ferrari 14, it was actually like shocking. People were actually going for these and stuff. If you liked 14s back in the day, you liked them, but it wasn't like how it is now, for example. You know, the sneaker game's like jumped so much since it, you know, from what it has been before. But let's get into the review. So obviously you've got the Ferrari 14 in an all red, kind of like a nubuck upper. I don't even know if this is a suede or nubuck. It's pretty rough to the touch, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It's not a premium quality material. The shoe in general feels a little bit on the cheaper end, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. For a limited shoe, I am disappointed, but you've got those carbon fiber hits to bring out that Ferrari look on the shoe. And then around the shoe, you've got your yellow hits, which is really, really nice. I think it's, you know, one of my favorite things about the shoe is the 23 on the back with that Jumpman in yellow. I think that looks so nice, to be honest. And then you've obviously got your yellow hits on the tongue as well. And you've got the yellow hit at the side. And then at the bottom, you've got a yellow hit again. And then you've kind of got like a silver plastic feel. Honestly, I thought they were gonna do actual metal on this side. I think it would have looked so much better. Or they could have at least made the silver a little bit more, maybe not too shiny, but could have made it look a little bit better in my opinion. But overall, it is a clean shoe. Is it worth resale? I'm gonna say no, guys. You guys know I'm gonna give you the honest truth. I don't think it's worth the resale, but I think it's a beautiful shoe. It's probably one of the best 14 non-OG colorways. I would put these maybe in the top 3 to 4 14 colorways, and I'm not a yes man. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. The materials on this shoe is not, it's just not, I don't think it's nice. It's really not. Another thing the shoe comes with is this tag on the side, and it says, due to the suede characteristic, please be aware there's potential color contamination to the upper and bottom unit. So I think it's cool when they come with tags like these. If you are a collector, obviously, I mean, the tag doesn't mean anything. It's like probably less than a cent to make these tags, but it is cool to keep these. Try to, when you guys buy your shoes and stuff, keep the value of them. Try not to throw anything away. I'm sure it's not gonna be, you know, worth anything insane to have something like that. Obviously, like I said, it's less than a cent, but for collectors like me, we like to have everything that came with the shoe, right? And then obviously you don't have any cardboard or plastic inserts. It's literally just paper inserts. So I'm kind of tired of Jordan doing this, to just keep giving us these paper inserts. At least give us some cardboard inserts. Like, what shoes should come with. I think that just makes sense. It feels like they're just cheaping out on everything. But one of my favorite parts of the shoe is kind of in the 14 model, like you see how the laces are actually hidden. It makes the shoe look so much more sleek. It's kind of like an interlacing system. I think this was the first time Jordan ever did this in 1999. The Jordan 14 model actually originally released in 99, and I have a pair I can actually show you guys. So if you guys were wondering what a Jordan 14 would have looked like in actual, 1999, this is the shape of it. So I would say Jordan's still not really there in terms of getting the shape right, but it is better than, what it used to be. But man, the shape on the original is really, really nice. The materials, even the material here, it's not like a metal or anything, but it does feel a lot harder, for example, than this. This feels like cheaply made and stuff. And obviously they are two completely different shoes. You can't compare the leather and the nubuck and stuff, but this is the oxidized green from 1999, the original release, and the leather and everything is very genuine on this shoe. Just to show you guys what a 14 used to look like if you guys didn't know. And I was actually still able to wear these up until about 2 to 3 years ago, when there was just some minor separation and stuff. But other than that, guys, these are still in fantastic condition. Honestly, these held up so good over time, and I got these for a steal that I didn't want to pass up on. You don't see these every day, the oxidized green. And like I said, some of you guys might not even know this is an original oxidized green colorway, which is really, really cool. This is the original Jordan 14. So a little bit more history on the Ferrari 14. The Ferrari is actually Michael Jordan's favorite car to drive, so he used to drive to his games in the Ferraris, and I guess they just made a shoe after it. And I think the 14 model did it perfect. They did a fantastic job just with all the hits on it and stuff. The carbon fiber hits play perfectly into the role with the Ferrari. And then obviously this part here at the side, that little silver look, and obviously the red upper, it literally looks like a Ferrari. But guys, these were super limited. In Canada there was about less than 10,000 pairs from what I heard, and a lot of places didn't even get size 13s, and if they did, there was only one size 13 available. These sold out on Foot Locker within the first 2 minutes, to be honest. These flew quick on a full-size run. And you guys, like I said, make sure you guys follow the Toe Box on Instagram. He provides all the information, and that's exactly how I knew how many pairs of these were actually going to release and how to go forward with these. But guys, we have the Great Fives coming up next Saturday, and you guys saw I showed you guys an early look. I got those early just for you guys, the Great Fives, and let me know what you guys think of those. Did you guys cop these? Are you guys gonna cop the Great Fives? Are you guys passing for this month? We've got the Pure Monies coming out next month, I think July 5th or something like that, around those times. So it is gonna be a good month next month as well. If you guys missed out on these, you didn't miss out too much. It's a nice colorway, but it feels very cheaply made. If this is a grail for you guys, stay patient. I don't think resale is going to hold really on these, even though they were limited. I just don't think there's a huge market for people that actually genuinely want these. I think it was mostly people that grew up with these that wanted them, and resellers that wanted to resell because they're limited. But in terms of people who actually wanted them, I feel like Jordan Brand released the fair amount of pairs for them. So don't pay resale, guys. The resale is not even that high on these right now. That's how you know there's not really an insane market for them. I feel like if these drop, like for example how the Great Fives are going to drop or any other shoe, it would probably sit. So don't buy into the hype, don't pay resale. I'm sure these will go down a little bit in price. If you're size 12, 13, you might have to pay a little bit of resale just because those sizes usually hold up, and they were extremely limited. But if you are going to pay resale, now is probably the time to do it, because it's only a 40-50 bucks over retail, so that's not really bad, guys. So if you guys are going to pay resale, now is the time to do it. But that's it for this video. I'll be back soon. I hope you guys are enjoying the reviews, and I'm going to try to get more early looks for you guys, because it looks like you guys enjoyed that Great 5 review. But that's it for this video. See you guys soon. Peace.